Okay, hey, what's up? We're gonna be rushing through this intro because I have to go to bed in a second. But I have to do this video before bed because I got plans tomorrow, so I'm in a bit of a rush. So this is Akane-banashi episode 5. Support the video. My Patreon account has full-length early access and exclusive videos. And check out my Naruto reactions. There's all my advertising. Let's just jump into the episode. This is Akane-banashi episode 5. Was she just listening to Rakugo stories? Is that what that was? Cool. Oh, and I like we see her with the earphones in this OP. I didn't even realize that. Fifth story, her path forward. Wow. You're a cool looking teacher. She passed? Okay. I like this girl. I love low pigtails or whatever they're called. Low twin tails. Rakugo. They're gonna tell her, don't have Rakugo as your career goal. Yeah! Thank you for praising her. Uh-oh. It's difficult. She should understand the risks of it. But you shouldn't just discourage it. But come see it. How about I look at that and you look at the thing I gave you? I know she's doing it for Akane. I know. Jumbo, what a cool name. I mean, her mother wasn't fine with it necessarily, but... Aww. That's nice. What a nice guy. Hey bitch, go watch a Rakugo performance. Yeah. I want Iwa Sensei to see a performance so badly. Her name's Lisa? This episode feels so different to the rest of the episodes, but I don't mind it. This is very slice of lifey. You're coming on super strong, Akane. She done? You probably read Rakugo stories well? You might read some traditional stuff, actually. Yeah. Rakugo books are pretty traditional, aren't they? Just tell her you read manga and Rakugo stuff. Come watch and find out. I love seeing people talk about what they're passionate about. Yep, shut up. Yeah. You're supportive friends. That's fair enough. But seems like it'll kind of suck. But Might be your only path.
大崎さんと小学校から一緒でしたね。
Yep, lay off her.
はい。でも大丈夫ですよ。あいつなら。
そうですか。とはいえ、
The teacher really cares.
今日一日様子が変でしたし、きちんと話さなければいけませんね。
She's really trying to help Akane's
先生
future.
は茜が落語家になるの反対なんですか？
彼女は少なからず社交性がある方でししかし、
Oh, that's so cute. Her laughing there.
一人でニヤニヤしている。
Practicing a Rakugo.
あのバカ。
おそらく彼女です。だから多少強引でも、もらったというよりは押し付けられたが正しいですね。
Then go watch it.
そのイベント。
Yes,
俺と一緒
Jumbo.
に行きませんか？
男子生徒と学外で、しかも
Oh my
二人きり
god.
で会う。
Alright, then go on your
私
own.
の社会的信用に関わります。
短絡的かどうかは落語を見てから判断してやってくださいよ。
Yeah. Be fair.
あなた、
ただあいつとは小学生からの仲なんで。
Right.
茜の
Right,
決断
right.
の
He was in the
重
first episode,
さを少
right?
しは分かってるつもりだから。
Aww.
含みのある言い方ですね。
それに見もしないで決めつけるなんて、それこそ短絡的じゃない
Yeah.
ですか？
I love you, Jumbo. You're so cool. What a good guy. You stood up for her in his own career exam counseling thing.
昔、
Oh no.
お笑いの養成所は半年で辞めちゃって今はフリーターっす。やっぱ才能
I mean, it didn't work out for him. That's okay. Sometimes it doesn't work out for those people.
冷た。
You're just like trying not to let them get disappointed, I guess.
それでも応援以外にできることはあったはず。
Mm.
たとえ衝突することになったとしても、思ったことを伝える。
But maybe that guy now has no
教師と
regrets
して
because he at least
自分の
tried,
言
you
葉に責
know?
任を持つ。
よろしくお願いし
店
ます。
長、準備できました。
I want to watch, I want to watch, I want to see Akane's performance.
はい。
Here we go. I'm so excited.
大崎さん。
Do a story of roasting your teacher.
チラシに名前はなかったのに。
Yeah, she's an
これっ
opener.
てプロのイベントでしょ。
に聞けばよろしかったんですが、
Aww, look how into it she is.
転式プライド
Denjiki.
が高く転式をし
で先生のところに行って取ってきなさい。ああ、でその時に先生にお尋ねするのだ。天式とは何でございますか？
I like getting invested in these
お嬢
Rakugo
に言われたとか
stories.
余計なこと言うんじゃないぞ。行ってまいります。こんにちは。先生います
Oh, I like her doing the
おー
the kid.
知念さん、薬の
知念
情報ができておるぞ。天式って何ですか？から出たような質問だね。
Oh, her performance is so good.
つまり
The voice actress is doing so
ほう
well.
きのことえ？表を掃除するときに使う？おそれはほうきだな。あ、つまりあれだ。おならのことだ。
茜の落語。
おならってお尻から出る？口から。ほら、陳年の視線がバラバラ。
She's really hard on her own performance.
でもよ
見てる人は陳年の視線を頼りに先生の大きさ、先生との距離を想像するの。これじゃ全然ダメ。
Shows that it's a kid. He's looking
や
up.
っぱ見られてると感じ変わるね。あと一回だけ。
へいへい。
Oh, you're so supportive, man.
荒川一生の落語にも関心が集まった。
Oh my god.
倫理は
Awesome.
感動には勝てない。波紋騒動を伝説だと称えるやつまで現れて。
Damn. So he's like, he was like so
それ
good
でも茜は
that people
落語家になる
saw his
道を選んだ
dickish moves as awesome.
短絡的なんかじゃない。
ないんじゃない。はって。そう。
教壇に立つからよくわかる。人前で喋る緊張感。
Uh huh. Oh, that's
人に何
nice
か
for
を
her
伝
to
える難しさ
understand.
ぐそ転式が大好き
大好き。景色が。
見るものを笑わせる。一朝一夕でできる芸当じゃない。
当寺に伝わる転式先生にごひそれが
私は
This is a funny story.
いやいや至って粗末な転式
いいえ。へとも思いません。
Aww. Man, what a great
なるほど。
scene.
不安はないと言えますか。
はいへとも思いません
愚問だったようですね。進路調査書は受理します。
やっぱりそうだ先生昨日落語喫茶に
Yeah, I wondered
学
if you
生
saw
向けの
her.
落語大会の案内です。
There aren't many people in
本
that
校にも
room.
届いていました。今年の審査委員長はあの荒
What?
川一生ですよ。
Isho Arakawa is the judge? Whoa. Cool. Oh, that was a great episode. Really enjoyed that. And you know, I'm gonna have to keep the discussion relatively short today to be able to put this video up on time and get some decent sleep. But I loved that episode. Like, as I said at the start, like, it kind of felt more like a slice of life-y kind of episode, but it still had the same sort of format as the rest of the episodes, where it like starts by like setting the stakes, and then we end with like a performance that, like, you know, is satisfying and resolves the stakes. But yeah, this episode of just like this teacher like wanting to, you know, see what her path is, and then by the end being able to see like why Rakugo matters so much to her, and also like that she actually has potential for it, you know? Like, I really liked the detail of her watching and going like, I speak in front of a class every day. I know how nerve-wracking that can be, right? And that's really cool, because I feel like also that's something that people don't give teachers credit for very often. Like, that can be nerve-wracking. Like, I'm someone, I would say I'm quite good at public speaking overall. I don't get too nervous at public speaking. I get a little nervous, but like, depending on the thing, it doesn't tend to bother me too much. You know, if you said like, hey, I've written this speech, can you go up in front of this crowd of 10,000 people and perform it? I will do that quite happily. Like quite happily. I will read out a speech gladly, you know? If you ask me to riff in front of 10,000 people, maybe I'd get a little more nervous. But I still think I'd be more likely to do it than some other people would, you know? And if you ask me to riff in front of a room of 10 to 15 people, sure, I'll do it. You know, like that doesn't sound too nerve-wracking to me. So like, I think, you know, I'm pretty comfortable with public speaking. If you ask me to talk to one person alone in a room, I'll struggle. And that might be difficult for me. But doing it to a crowd, yeah, I can do it, you know? And I mean, you know, I've had like acting training and all of that, that has helped me out a lot. Also, I've done videos for thousands and thousands of people for a long time, you know? Some of my videos like I've had a video, not on this channel, but in the past, reach like, you know, millions and millions of views, like 7 million views or something like that. So like, sometimes there'll be a lot of people watching my content. It doesn't bother me like at all when there's like a lot of people seeing it, and in fact I like it. But with that being said, I still respect the fuck out of a teacher that will stand in front of a class of students and talk all the time, because it's still, you know, it still doesn't make it easy. And so I like that the teacher, Iwa sensei, like respected that and understood that that's a difficult thing to do. And she's like making these people laugh, and she's like, you know, getting across these stories. She's got this story memorized and is performing it perfectly in front of these people, which is great. I really like that. I loved Jumbo in this episode. What a cool guy. That was like, man, that character, I mean, he was technically in a previous episode, but really we've known him for just this one episode, and I love that man so much. He's so dope, and I hope we see more of him, because he's just a really cool guy. But then like the thing that he was talking about partway through that episode, where it's like Isho Arakawa was like the kind of guy to like be so good at Rakugo that the whole like expelling people thing that he did is now being seen as like, oh, legendary move from him, you know? Like, it's like like people will talk about Michael Jordan and some of the like ways he acted a bit like a douchebag, but we talk about it as if like, look how badass this guy was. Because Michael Jordan was so good at basketball that it's like, you know, the things that where he like, oh, he, you know, punched teammates, or he would like get really pissed off at the opponents and make them, you know, and get in their heads and do all of that sort of stuff. Instead of it being like, well, that guy's a bit of an asshole. Instead of thinking that, we think, holy shit, man, he was a fucking competitor, you know? And I think that's sort of the same thing with Isho Arakawa, where it's like this guy, originally he did this whole expulsion thing and people were like, what a fucking sour old man. What the fuck is wrong with him? But then he's so good at Rakugo that people are like, no, he's just a strict, strong, like he just knows real Rakugo, you know? This guy, like he's doing Rakugo the right way, you know? So, oh, it's really cool. But he's apparently gonna be the judge of this competition that Akane might be at. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, that was Akane-banashi episode 5. Support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.